I lost my ability to think deeply.
A lazy man, once he finds an easy route, he wouldn't like to do anything
Any other
again.
thing again.
But a smart guy, once he finds an easy route, he becomes smarter.
Yeah.
How? Because he begins to use the smart moves to duplicate his effort.
I watched a video where someone was making generated prayers.
Okay. Don't you think AI is the Antichrist Bible talked about?
I thought about this thing at some point.
Humans can only relate with their fellow human beings. Why? Because you have a soul, I have a soul. I feel the people who are going to lose are two categories of persons.
I will read the Bible and all of those kind of stuff.
Wow.
And even pray. Because we are so fast right now. These days, everything's moving so fast. Even content is now fast. Very, very fast. It's crazy. So even content is usually fast nowadays. And we just have to calm down and slow and use our brain. God gave us intelligence, gave us reasoning for a reason. So see that punchline. Give us reasoning for a reason.
Deep. He gave us reasoning for a reason. Something happened. I was working on a project recently. That project is basically how AI mirrors human beings. So that was when I understood AI better. In the sense that AI is not there to either replace. AI is just there. Okay, let me call it a personal assistant. AI is there to mirror you. Like, it wants to know you better. So it could serve you better. But it's risky. How? The more secret you reveal to AI, the more secret you don't have. So when, just as you were saying, when the sense are gone, when the rapture takes place, that's probably, let's say AI would be ruling the world, for instance.
Maybe.
Yeah. So at that point, you can't hide again because all your secrets you've indirectly given it to AI over the years.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be your fate?
You have to bow or die.
So
Not my fate, actually. The people's fate. The people that will be there. So
sorry.
I don't know.
Wow.
Not my fate.
Wow. AI. Well, AI cannot. Well, AI, even though it has some negative effects on human beings, I feel it has a whole lot of positive.
Yeah, it has a lot of.
It has made the world easier. It has made a lot of things. In fact, I remember work that takes me about 2 days to finish.
Yeah.
But with the advent of AI, I could do it in just some couple of hours. You wouldn't even know I used AI.
Yeah.
That's because I'm not using it as a lazy person. I use it in a smart way because I don't depend on AI to survive. I only collaborate with AI to deliver a better result.
Yeah.
But telling me that AI would replace human beings is something impossible because AI cannot speak to humans. One thing with humans is humans can only relate with their fellow human beings. Why? Because you have a soul, I have a soul. So the moment we speak to ourselves, we speak with emotions. But if AI begins to speak to human beings, there is no emotion communicated.
That's why sometimes if some people can write something, write a post. You, to some extent, you can actually detect which one is AI written.
Exactly. Most times I go online and I will read some text. I will be like, this is AI. You wouldn't need to tell me because I'm a human being.
Yeah.
If AI is speaking to me, I would know.
It sounds soulless.
It's soulless. And that's where people get it wrong. Imagine when you begin to do this for like 4 years, 5 years, you stop writing. If you want to write, you go and prompt AI, generate the text, copy and paste. What happens to you after 4, 5, 6 years? In fact, you wouldn't have brain again. Your brain cells would have been
I noticed even these days, there are a lot of content that is coming out, and many of these AI generated content. Yeah. Some are actually intellectually generated content, but some are so dumb. Like, you can literally, sometimes you even start feeling pissed off. Like, why am I seeing this kind of stupid AI generated content? It's so, you call it brain rot content. Right? That's what some guys in the US call it. They call it brain rot. Like, so lots of brain rot AI generated content doesn't make sense. Just rotting your brain.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I saw you post on on Twitter about YouTube actually prioritizing more of people that create original content
An AI.
than AI content.
Yeah,
It's something
recently,
related to
yeah,
that.
yeah, that was what they did. If you do AI content, you wouldn't be monetized.
Mm.
But are you saying that AI did not help you when you were in school as a student?
AI didn't come out when I was a student.
Really?
Yes.
When did it come out?
It came out, I think the first one that came out was ChatGPT. It should be around like 2022.
I feel
I
that.
should have graduated by then.
Yeah, wow. So I feel most students, okay, I know of some students who write their projects, assignments with AI. So if I was seeing someone start with the
It
first
makes a lot of students to become lazy these days. Nobody's gonna put much effort into what they are studying. They'll just probably just go to ChatGPT or any of those stuff,
And
any of
it-
these,
exactly.
generate what they want to do and submit.
and it makes the library more boring
Yeah,
because nobody go to the library.
nobody goes to the library again.
Do you feel it affects anything?
Yeah, it's gonna be affecting the when I say I don't want to even say the next generation anymore. My problem is it's affecting our present generation, which means people will no longer be putting in effort to study again.
Hmm.
Yeah, they just once they give an assignment, instead of doing some research, coming down, study, they just prompt it out and the AI will give them the answer and just submit. And if the lecturer or teacher is not actually wise enough or tech inclined, they won't be able to like detect all of these things, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, my students are doing well," why? Not knowing that this is actually AI generated stuff, and they will not be like, "How is this dumb student that used to be so dumb and slow in thinking now doing well all of a sudden?" Wow, he will probably start to congratulate the students. Oh, you're doing well, keep it up, and all of that, not knowing that the student actually went to ChatGPT and prompted out the whole thing and printed it out.
I remember when I was in school, one of my lecturers used to say, if you write with AI, he will know. Why?
Huh?
Because he knows how you talk. So he expects to see your.
How does he know the whole? I believe students used to be up to hundreds. Like, how does he know how the 100 students talk?
He claims to know anyway. I don't know. So most times he would just mark you down because he would just, it's called allegation.
You know,
accuse you of using
this
AI.
stuff. You just said. This guy I saw on TikTok. He said that he made an essay that he studied, spent nights, did everything, studied, compiled a premium written essay, and after writing it, the professor or teacher was like called his name. Who has this? The person raised up his hand and he was like, "See me after class." After the class, the guy went to meet the lecturer, the teacher, and the man was like, "You used AI to write this thing," and he was like, "Yo, after spending nights, my whole night studying, doing all of this to write a good essay, you're telling me I wrote this to ChatGPT because he saw a dash." You know, there is this dash line that
Yes.
is always on AI generated content.
Yeah.
I don't know why ChatGPT loves that.
ChatGPT loves it a lot.
And that dash is like 5 and 6.
They are inseparable.
Wow. So the guy did that because that man saw a dash. He added the dash in his own. The man saw the dash and was like, "This is AI generated."
So is it that the man does not believe that a human being could write something like that?
He could he would have believed if there was no AI stuff, but due to the whole AI stuff coming up and down, like I said, a lot of people will be generating their assignments with AI. Yeah, they'll be generating their assignments with AI, their tests, many of those stuffs, and the lecturers or the teachers will probably end up being confused and they won't know which one was actually written with the normal human brain.
Really?
Right?
Don't you think lecturers use AI?
I believe they use AI.
So why would they be stopping students from doing so?
The students are writing an assignment. Go and write an assignment, study. Yeah, their role is to teach you. They are not coming there for you to mark them or grade them. They are coming there to teach you, impart knowledge into you, right? They are not stopping you from using it, but they don't want you to become a dummy. That's why they are teaching you. That is their job, actually.
Exactly. I love
Yeah.
that.
They don't want you to go. Their job is to educate you.
Oh.
And if they're using AI will help them educate you better, you shouldn't go and start using AI to do your assignment just verbatim, and you're not researching, you're not studying, you're not doing anything. Just okay, today's assignment day, prompt it. Once you get the assignment, you won't do anything, just copy it verbatim and go and submit. I'll be like, I'm gonna pass this exam, I'm gonna pass this course very well, I'm gonna be graded very well because of this thing I've written. And my CA is gonna be good because of this, and I use AI to generate. So it's not really. Yeah, a lecturer shouldn't stop them, but I believe these are the times to find yourself in, man. These are
Wow.
the times to find yourself in. The stuff like this that sometimes you might feel like, does AI actually need regulation?
Regulation, you
Yeah.
mean? Well, I don't think you can really regulate AI because AI have really taken over almost everything we are doing.
Yeah,
In
that's a
fact,
strong impact actually.
even
That's made a strong impact.
exactly, there is no field you would talk about now you wouldn't see how to apply AI into it. So I feel the people who are going to lose are two categories of persons.
Well, the,
First categories are those who over depend on AI,
yeah,
and second category are those who don't know about AI.
yeah,
Because if you depend on AI so much in such a way that your brain and your heart stops working, it would cause you what would they call ignorance, and
yeah.
it will now make you, a time will come, in fact you become like your master. A time will come you start responding like AI. If they ask you question you can't respond again, you would think, how would AI say it?
You won't even think, you will respond like AI. I will now come and start at the end. You want me to tell us this answer with this format?
Yeah, exactly. So the second category are those who don't know anything about AI. Those people will still lose because in this society, in this 21st century, that technology is trying to outrun everybody,
Yeah,
you don't know about AI, you would be suffering. Your business would suffer. But these people in the middle, I call them the wise men. They know how to use AI, but they don't depend on AI to survive.
yeah,
So with or without AI, they are progressing.
yeah.
So because they are wise, they now use AI to increase their productivity. I call them smart workers.
Please shake me.
Hey, so they work smart. In fact, most companies who are hiring tech, okay, if you come to the tech industries, most companies who are hiring people, what they hire people for, it's not as if they cannot use AI to do that. They just need a human. Okay, AI can do data analysis for you.
Yeah,
AI can write code for you.
yeah.
AI can make write-ups. AI can do copywriting for you. But why are they hiring human beings? Like they
On what
need
they are
they
doing.
need to feel a human doing the work for them. But does it mean that when they hire you, you shouldn't work with AI? No,
No.
sir. My brother work with AI, but be wise. In fact, there are most individuals I know. In fact, most times if I use AI, you will never know I used AI. I will appear so in such a way that you'll be like, wow, how did this person do this? That's what we call smart work.
Mm.
So if you work smart as a wise person, people would retain, in fact, companies would retain you because there is no way they will shut down AI. And there is no way you will transfer your company's responsibility to AI.
Mm.
Because if AI fails, what would you do? You wouldn't hold anybody. Look, if you want to have company meeting on how to gear up your company, who would you have the meeting with? AI?
No. Your team.
Your team. Because AI is not there to tell you what to do. In fact, if you want to work on something and you're asking ChatGPT, how would I do this? ChatGPT have a kind of, as if they tailored it to answer this way. It's not exploring. It doesn't dig deep into itself
Yeah, it
as a
doesn't
human.
think deep. Yeah.
It doesn't think. It's just there to answer you as a robot. Of course, it's a robot.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't expect much from it. In fact, at the end of the answer, it will tell you, does this feel right? Should I tailor it to another response? Do you want? In fact, it confuses you the more if you
Yeah.
are not informed. So I feel people who work smarter, people who are wise, should embrace smart work. And what is smart work? Leverage AI to
As your
increase
assistant.
productivity as your person. In fact, when I saw the
As your
movie
PA.
Atlas, have you watched this movie Atlas?
Yes.
When I saw the movie Atlas, I was mad. That's the future of AI. That's where AI is heading to. But I think it was overused in the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't feel I want to find myself in that experience.
Thinking myself, it's an AI.
Fellow, I don't know if you're finding something interesting in this conversation.
I believe it's too. You do find
You,
something
you do
interesting.
find something interesting. So you could either place a comment, subscribe, and check out for our next videos.
Also share with your friends. Please
Share
don't
with your friends.
share with your
That your
friends.
friend that like using AI. Tell him.
Share it with him. It is affecting his way of thinking. Yeah.
But that does not mean you should stop. My brother, use AI, but be wise.